Hello friends, in this video we will extend our previous topic that is study and life balance, and now we had yesterday's discussion which we didn't have completed all the topics, so today we have just a thing that we should complete them. So at the last time one topic was remaining which was in my mind, that how a student should manage his time in the whole semester. Like many students I found in engineering, that they just study at the end of the semester before 10 or 20 days of the exam, and after the exams they just start time pass or enjoyment, other kinds of things. So what do you think, and what should be an ideal semester for a student? How many days should he just focus on study? How many days should he focus on other activities?
The first thing is what is the priority for the student means he wants good marks, means best marks, or normal marks means average marks. If he want average marks, then he can study before a month, or we can say 2 3 weeks while uh, exam before the exam. And if someone wants to get some good better marks, then he should study from starting of semester means like understanding every concepts, and later before exam he can then elaborate it uh, wisely.
I would like to ask you, how many days before exam do you start your study?
It also depends on the subject. If I don't know about any subject, means if the subject is very hard, then I start study early. Likely, I plan 2 to 3 weeks before exam, and I start from the means I have timetable of exam. Then I start from the last subject, last, second last, third last, likewise. And when the first paper came, I was also studying first paper study in 5 to 10 days, like.
Yeah, I understand that. You are just saying that if you have five exams, then you just start your preparation by studying for the fifth or the last exam, and then continue your study in reverse order till the first one. And when you are studying the first exam, it's likely that you are studying before 4 to 5 days of actual exam.
Yes. And if,
So,
yeah, continue.
so I was thinking that this schedule is not only limited to you. I think it is also common in other students as well. And that you said that if a student want to get good marks or best marks, he should study from the start of the semester. But I don't I don't agree it to the 100%. Like I see the toppers in our class and other class as well. They also study when the semester is closer, or 1 month closer, or just 4 to 5 weeks closer. It's not like that they just spend too much time on studying every day, but they just look for the all the completions and other kinds of things in their day-to-day life. Like most of the student I see just complete all the practicals assignment 1 day before actual submission. But the toppers I see, they regularly complete those practicals when the actual practical is performed in the college. They just come home and do the kind of homework and practical assignment at the home.
Yes, it's also correct that doing task on the right time means when we learn chapter, then we should complete it uh, in 2 3 days. And most of toppers are like they are doing only rattabaji means their competition is to memorize who will memorize faster and efficient like a robot. Means they are just storing the information and writing in the paper. So some minds are there like Three Idiots Chatur. They are only used for memorizing things, not understanding well.
Yeah, it's true. Also, there are the mindset of the student that they think if we tell others about the answers or our work, then others would get good marks. I see most of the students of the toppers have this kind of mindset that if they share their notes with other students would perform better than them. They think likewise. But I don't think this actually is true. I think that sharing your knowledge with others helps you as well, because there is a phrase like sharing knowledge also enhances your own knowledge, and also if you are not sharing your knowledge with anyone, it will not have any benefit. Just storing all the knowledge in your head is not beneficial for anyone. It is not beneficial for you. It is not beneficial for all the world. So you just need to share the learnings you are gaining to others as well. You should share your notes. You should share your learnings with others in your class. We should develop a kind of collaborative environment inside our college instead of a competitive environment. I see most of the competitive exams as well have this kind of mindset that what are my competition is my neighbor classmate, like which is sitting behind me or which is sitting in front of me. But I don't think it as a competition. I think it as a collaboration that both can grow together. What do you think?
Yes, yes, it's also correct. But most of student don't like others' notes. Like personally, I made notes for myself, and that is understand by myself only. And if I share to anybody, any pessimistic person, then he will start to find any mistakes and that, and he complained me about my notes. So that is not good. The persons or your friends also should be good friends, not that only finding any mistakes in your notes and they don't care about the value of notes. And the knowledge about sharing or understanding and this is correct, but it also depends on the your friend also need it or not. Just you are giving knowledge and they don't value it, then it doesn't matter much more. But by teaching to others, our knowledge also increase. That I agree. And our society or our education system made this all thing as a competitive exam. Means from the childhood we are only comparing our marks. So that develop mindset in the child that we want to go at the first level, and most of student have the formula like you said, that if they want the first number, then they have to uh, down other students like.
Yeah, I see this kind of mindset in other toppers as well. But I don't agree with that kind of thing. I just find myself sharing others my notes really helpful for me. And
Yes.
for that kind of person, then you just prefer not to share your notes with them, or just not take their notes as well. Just make your own notes. But there is other kind of thing, like you just remember that in the uh, before or in the past semesters we was doing some kind of study together, like we was developing notes, short notes together. and it is a good experience to just teach one another what is the concept and prepare for actual exams. And also we are collaborating on a particular document to create our notes. It's not like you create all the notes, it's not like I create all the notes, it's like we both are trying to make something meaningful and try to write short notes about it, right?
Right.
So I think that this is also a good, like we can engage in meaningful group discussions. It's not like one too many communication, like I am just explaining and all the others are just listening to what I am explaining. It can be more meaningful if all the students engage in the discussion, like all students just try to learn, try to actually learn the concepts which are being told in the syllabus or which are in the curriculum. They should not only focus on getting marks and just cramming the answers, but they should focus on what can we learn from this, and they should ask meaningful questions to one another. What can we do with? Where can we apply this in real life? Likewise.
Yes, and it's also depend on the mindset of students. Most of friends came when they need you. At the time of exam, they ask you, what is this? What is this? Means they only want their benefit, and they only want to that know that concept for marks only. They don't have any connection with you or any other thing with you. They only want a benefit from you. So it should not happen, and the friend should be collaborative, as you said. But one, like in our grains, if there is one uh, wrong or bad bad thing, like any stone in the grains, the some grains also get out from our container, we say. Likewise, some friends also can disturb whole group, so that should not happen. Everyone should have their limit. While studying, do study, and while enjoying, enjoy. Don't We should not mix both of them more, so nothing will happen and we don't get any output from it.
Yeah, I like that kind of thing. And what kind of other activities would you recommend to a particular student in his college life? What kind things he can explore? What kind of things he should try out at least once in his college life?
If he loves to any play any game, like he is master in carom or chess or tennis, football, cricket, so he should participate and show his talent in the college. That
So,
can lead a attraction or any, means any level for the teachers. The some students are not good at studies, but when they do good at any sports or any other competition like any hackathon, then teachers appreciate them, and they believe that this student have any extraordinary activity, say, so they don't neglect you.
yeah, it was one about the sports. Other thing I think also the students should also participate in gathering. Like all the students in the college gather in events and they do some kind of storytelling and other events together. They just make a story or tell a song, a dance, etc. We should also participate in these kinds of things, because I think if you are an introvert person, then you should also spend some time with the gathering as well, because after the college you will not remember the time you have spent lonely in your home. You will remember those days which you just made any kind of mistake, or you just bunk any lecture and go to parties or any kind of trips. you will remember that kind of thing. So it is like not, I will say regularly, but at least once in a time you should go to trip with your friends. You should spend time in gathering, engaging with other students as well, and trying to just make connections. I can say lifelong connections or meaningful emotional relationships with other friends as well.
Yes, it's correct that uh, capturing moment for remembering for whole life, but the student only should do what he loves actually. Means if we want to do any project or any extraordinary thing in college, like any managing any program like gathering, there will be multiple interest by multiple student. So if in their mind that I want to do this thing in my college, then they should do it, and they should not do means trying to engage with every activity. But if you are not engaging, then find your own way, like.
Mm. Yeah, so it was about extracurricular. What do you kind of think? Like this was gathering and participation in sports. What kind of other extracurricular activities should one participate in?
Mainly I focus on collaborating with other colleges, mainly when you find genius like you, and then you can explore that word, like a story of frog. He believes that this he lives in a whale, means in particular leg or whale. So he only thinks this is my world. But when we go beyond our limits, then we also explore more things and learn many things, like uh, any project competition, hackathon. Like we participate in different uh, colleges, and we explore many projects to see many ideas that blow our mind, and that can give any idea for our own project that we will love to make.
Yeah, I understand you. We should also focus on uh, actually participating in inter-college competitions like hackathons and coding competition or project competition, paper presentation, like something like that, right?
Yes.
So also, I think these are the extracurricular activities one should try in his college days. I know many of the students just came in the college for actual study, getting good marks, or in the diploma, I think most of the students come to get good marks and get a good degree college or good better degree college. But I think like having these kinds of experience, like developing some kinds of projects with friends, having some hobbies that you spend time on, also some kinds of participation in sports, extra gathering, and other kinds of competitions. These things also plays a vital role, and also you should try to enhance your other skills as well. Like there are skills like negotiation skill, communication skill, leadership skills. The college also teaches you these kinds of skills if you participate in some of the events. So I think participation in extracurricular activities is as important as you are getting good marks and cracking a good job or getting into a good degree college.
Yes, it's correct. And I think mainly student have a purpose to come came in college, that some have study, some have enjoyment, some wants to remain memories, some want to explore. So there are variety of goals for each and every person. And as we discussed yesterday, you said most of students feel FOMO, that they miss out something better. So for any special thing or any big goal, we need to sacrifice what we love most. means we cannot attend every event, every seminar, or every festival. We have to sacrifice something for our career also. So what we have, we should be satisfied in it and find our joy in it.
Yeah, I understand you that you are just saying you should not spend too much time on other things rather than focusing on your goal as well, because it is the main important part of whole. You if you are doing all kinds of things and you are not actually focusing on the main purpose or main vision goal you have, then it's not the worthwhile decision, because you will just think that all the things I have spent. I think there should be a balance. Like if you just spend whole life doing one thing, then you regret later that I should have enjoyed more, I should have participated more. But if you just participate and do kind of enjoyment whole college career, but later you regret that I should have been studied, I have been developed my programming skills or other skills. So there should be I think there should be a balance. You should not regret later that should be have done more, this should be have done more. There should be a balance in all the kinds of. You should focus on your goals as well. You should participate in other kinds of activities as well. You should focus on some marks, at least average marks as well. All the things are, and you have to maintain them. You should set priorities, like you should set highest priority to your goals. You should set highest priority to your health, to your life, to your family, and also you should set second or least priority to whatever you don't too much. Like I know that you don't like too much spending time in parties and events, so you can make it as a least priority kind of thing.
Yes. So there are also example that some great persons didn't go to college, like they didn't also go in schools and college, like persons like Henry Ford and Thomas Alva Edison. They do their best in their career, but they don't go to any college or any school. Means I think both goes around fifth or sixth only in school. So they sacrifice their college life for their career. So their definition for their enjoyment, or we can say other, their definition are different from others. So they enjoy just their work and move to forward for to their goals.
Okay, so I think this topic has lots of, we have covered a lot of the topic. Do you think anything is remaining to uncover?
No, most of things are covered. The only thing is to make balance. Some sometimes the balance will unbalance, or your study goes down, your enjoyment goes up, your enjoyment goes down, your study goes up. Likewise, the balance will not maintain every time. According to situation, we need to adjust our schedule, priorities, and strategies for managing this whole thing. This all about this podcast, I think.
I think you should also recommend some books to read about uh, student. A student should read some books. What kind of books should you recommend to our listeners?
The according to student, if their goal is to become a businessman, so they can read any finance book like starting from Rich Dad Poor Dad, Think and Grow Rich, Intelligent Investor, Rework. Or if their priorities are to improve their productivity, they can read Hyper Focus, Deep Work. According to their choices, they can read books like, in general, they can read Ikigai to find their purpose.
Yeah, as well, there was a one book I know it was called as Defining Decade, which was for actually the 20s to kids and students. I think a lot of students should read this as well. It has covered very much things about what we think in this particular age, how much this age is important, and what kinds of things are important in our day-to-day life as a teenage or as a 20-year-old likewise. And also you should read one book, Atomic Habits. It has mainly told you that if you have any goals or kind of thing, that thing lasts for a particular moment. Like once you hit the goal, there you just stop working. But instead of setting goals, we should try to build habits which can very much outcast the actual goal. Like if you have goal to reach the moon, then you will get there and stop working. But if you have goal to just go as far as you can, then you can go just beyond moon. You can travel to Mars and other kinds of things. This is just a hypothetical example, but if we have a goal in our mind and if we are very much dedicated to achieve that goal, once we achieve that goal, our whole thing will we just stop our progress. Rather than setting a goal in our life, we should also focus on building habits which will last whole life. So I recommend readers to read Atomic Habits and The Defining Decade as well.
I would like to also add one point that the this is our young age, or as Swami Vivekananda said that if you will give me youth, I can develop this country or change this country. Likewise, youths are means on the human is on the high power in his young age, so he should take a risk and start doing something, anything that he really want to do, and he should also focus on specific knowledge to make his wealth or project, I think.
I think the student should take an idol Ritesh Agrawal or Ishan Sharma. These kinds of people which have made a good progress in their life as an entrepreneur or as an person uh, from our India, they have achieved very much success in their little age or in our age. Then we should also make them as our inspiration, and we should start focusing on our like them. So now I think this was all about today's episode. I thanks all the listeners to listening to it. Hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye.